Hey everyone! For those of you who are watching this video and you're not familiar with me, my name is Malaya Jones. I'm 29 years old, turning 30 this year. I'm so excited. I'm also going to be celebrating 9 years of business this year. So this is an awesome year. I'm trying to really kickstart everything, get my content really rocking, and do this marketing thing. And that is what we are here to talk about today, is marketing. So I would consider myself a beginner in marketing, even though I've been in business for 9 years. I've marketed for other clients time and time again, but this is my first year truly taking my own branding and my own marketing serious. So that's a whole nother ball game for me, and I'm going to call myself a beginner. So I want to share 9 tips that I have found to be very, very helpful for beginners in marketing. So let's jump right into it. Tip number 1 is, of course, anybody who knows anything about marketing, promotion, anything should know what tip number 1 is, and that is know your audience. Take the time to get to know your audience, do some research, figure out what their pain points are and how you can solve their problems. How can you communicate with this particular kind of person? What is it that they're looking for? What do they like? What is attractive to them? If you know all of these things, it'll help you out so much when it comes to your marketing and your campaigning, because then you have a voice that you know to use when you're trying to help your message resonate with this person. Tip number 2, building a strong brand identity. Just as much time and energy as you take to get to know your audience, you want to give them the same opportunity to get to know you. So the best way to do that is to create a very, very strong brand identity that is consistent and trustworthy. So whenever your audience really learns to trust you and believe what it is you're saying, and you can show them that you are about what you're saying you're about, then boom, you've got it in the bag. Y'all now have a relationship that is solid. You have a good foundation. You will get questioned less. Everybody will know exactly what they can expect from you and your brand. And that just makes it so much easier to convert content into clients. Tip number 3, leveraging social media. What you want to do is focus the most on platforms that your audience actually uses. An audience that is on Instagram versus an audience that's on YouTube are a little similar, but they're also very different. Then we have platforms like X, formerly known as Twitter, and then we have LinkedIn. So if you know anything about those platforms, you know that they're very, very different. So the client that you're going to find on LinkedIn versus the client you're going to find on like an Instagram or a Facebook are totally different. The tone is totally different, and what they're looking for is going to be totally different. So keep that in mind whenever you're using social media to leverage and to scale your business. Tip number 4 is another obvious one. You want to create luxury, beautiful, and quality content. Now, when I say content, I'm not only speaking on your visuals. The visuals are very, very important, as we all know, and that is what you definitely want to have, like nice quality, nice aesthetic, nice color, nice lighting, things like that. However, the context of your content, which is like your story or your message, is truly the most important thing. The visuals are literally what we use to back that up. So make sure you have a very powerful message, a powerful story, if you will, that helps create some kind of relationship between your audience and your brand. And that'll be something that kind of plays on their emotions and helps them really lean into you, to trust you, whether you're giving them something that helps them feel good, something that helps them feel inspired, some information that is teaching them how to better their life experience or better their business. That is what is going to make somebody grab onto your brand and really hold on and never let go, because they trust you, they believe you, and people always want to find somewhere that they can stay, you know? So really create that. Try to create that through your content, not just with your visuals, but with your story. Make sure it stays consistent, make sure it's useful, make sure it's impactful. Tip number 5, email marketing. I know that for any creative, this is our least favorite thing. One thing that we hate to do is feel salesy. We hate to feel like we're just pesting our audience. However, Email marketing is very important because it'll help you not only build that bond between you and your audience, but it'll help you tap into other audiences. People come across your newsletters or might come across your content and hop onto your email list, and now they're seeing so much more that you have to offer that they never knew before. So never be afraid to do email marketing. It's very important, very necessary, and it's meaningful. People actually like it more than we think they do. Like, we feel like it might be a little cringy, but there are people who truly do appreciate the time that you take out to put your energy, your message, information, just different useful resources into these newsletters. They truly appreciate it. So don't ever drop the ball in email marketing. Tip number 6, collaborating and networking. Listen, networking is going to be the foundation of your business. Like I said, when I first started out, I've been doing this for 9 years, and this is my first year really getting super involved with my marketing and branding and stuff like that. Because for the first 8 years, I was just riding off of word of mouth and referrals. So networking is something that I've always been truly good at, and it's honestly just like socializing in the crowds that either your audience live or your peers live. Those crowds are the crowds you want to be a part of because you're going to learn from your peers, and then you're going to pick up clientele from your audience. So network, create a strong foundation for your business, and make sure that you collaborate, because collaborating is just going to really water those relationships. I really feel like, and everybody that I've ever learned from or that has mentored me has always stressed how important relationships are in business. It's more than just selling something. It's really about the relationship, which goes back to that relationship between your brand and your audience. Relationship is everything, so collaborating and networking are a non-negotiable. Tip number 7, SEO. Listen, I know. It's not the funnest thing. It's not what we look forward to. It's not creative. It's not sexy. However, there's nothing more discouraging than to create amazing content, really put your best foot forward, post it, roll it out, do whatever, and then get no engagement. That absolutely sucks. So one thing you really want to pay attention to, especially if you're doing like paid ads, because you don't want to waste time, creativity, and money. So if you're going to do a campaign and you're going to do some paid ads, or just posting your content, period, you want to make sure that your SEO is up to par, because that's what's going to get you seen across platforms. Whenever people search certain things up, you're going to pop up depending on how good your SEO is. So utilize AI if you need some help. Do some research on some keywords that'll really get you seen, and make sure that you prioritize that, because I'm telling you, I've done it so many times. There's nothing more discouraging than thinking, oh my goodness, they're going to love this content, and then you post it and absolutely nothing. Nada, no engagement. It doesn't mean that your content was terrible. It just means that your SEO was terrible. So make sure you learn about that and prioritize that. That's something I'm also learning myself. And like I said, utilize AI. It's truly helpful when it comes to keywords. Tip number 8, analyze and adapt. Analyzing is when you take the content that you've posted prior and pay attention to the way your audience is reacting to it. Adapting is then taking that information that you got from analyzing your content, seeing how they're interacting with it, and taking the stuff that they like the most. Now, what doesn't matter is what we like the most. What matters is what they like the most. You are here to please your audience. You're here to communicate a message to your audience. So what matters is how they choose to receive it. If they choose to receive it through a photo, but you wish that you can do more video, you have to cater to them by doing the photos. If they receive it better through a video and you would rather do a photo, you have to do the video, because you have to cater to what they choose to receive it through. Tip number 9, last but absolutely not least, this is for me, okay? This is for me and all of my fellow content creators, because I know how it is. Be patient and just stay consistent. That's tip number 9. Be patient and stay consistent. Now listen, the amount of energy and care and love that you have to put into creating content consistently is not for the weak, okay? And I know it myself. This is my third time actually recording this video. I felt like the first time was absolutely perfect, but my audio was not recording. So guess what? I had to go back and do it again. So I did it for a second time and my battery died. So this is my third time. That is patience, okay? Because somebody like me, I do not have patience. I was really like, okay, maybe it's just not meant for me to do the video. But no, it's just meant for me to be patient, do it again, make sure everything is on, don't rush through, and really just get the content right. So listen, be patient, have grace with yourself, and also please do not allow your engagement, like likes, comments, shares, and stuff like that. Do not allow that to be the driving factor for your consistency. Do not allow that to be what motivates you. Let your message and your purpose be your motivation, because that's what's going to keep you going. If you're looking for 1,000,000 likes every time, a whole lot of comments, and just a whole lot of engagements every single time, that's not realistic, especially if you're new. So just be patient and keep at it. Keep going. Find your audience. Find your brand voice. Give yourself time to master this. And as you go along, just keep thinking new resources, new styles, new platforms. Everything is constantly new. So we're constantly going to have to keep learning. So please remember to be patient, give yourself grace, and just do your very, very best, okay? Thank you for watching my video. I really hope that you're loving your marketing or your content creation journey, and I hope that you follow me if you do not already. I'm definitely willing to go more in depth about these tips, because I know things like SEO or that's a whole topic in itself. How to find your audience, how to find your brand identity. These are all things that I actually will be talking about in my class March 22nd. That is a Saturday, and it is at 11 a.m. It is virtual. Feel free to buy a ticket so that you can hear me go a little more in depth about these things. It's only $25. And I'm thinking maybe I'll give away a couple of free tickets for some subscriptions. So if you are subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe to my website so that you can get my newsletter. And I will take 3 people who are newly subscribed to my newsletter and my website and give you free tickets. And whoever is not a winner, please feel free to get a ticket. It's only $25. And yeah, let's go on this journey together. Let's learn, let's grow together, and have fun.